Welcome, basketball fans, to the Hyder Center, where the Creighton Prep Junior Jays face off against the Bellevue East Chieftains. I'm Chris Hildebrand alongside Hank McGill, and we got a district semifinal here in the Hyder Center.
Yeah, Creighton Prep got just above Bellevue West for the number 7 spot in the state, granting us the A-7 district. We'll be playing today, and if the Junior Jays win, they'll be playing Monday night back here against the winner of Bellevue West versus Millard West.
Speaking of Bellevue West versus Millard West, let's take a look at the District A7 bracket. As you just said, winner of this game will face off either Bellevue West or Millard West. That game is tonight at 6 at Bellevue West. Both those teams are teams that I think either of them could very well win that game, so it's safe to say that we don't know who's going to be moving on.
And this district's much bigger in particular because it's the last district. Only one team gets in from this district, most likely, unless all the other ones above have their favorite win. So whichever team wins this, the losers are going to be eliminated. The winner will make state, probably as the last seed. So it'll be interesting to see which of these 4 teams gets in and gets a shot, probably at the number 1 overall seed.
And as we look at district pairings, the number 1 seeds in each district, Papillion, the Vista South, Westview, Westside. I think those are very expected, as those teams have been very strong throughout the season. And we will step aside for a moment for the national anthem. Hyder Center. Welcome back to the Hyder Center. The starting 5 for Bellevue East, we have number 1, Chris Brown, number 0, Isaac Gore, 24, Joshua Jones, number 30, Aiden Omagandi, and number 32, Carson Taylor. Leading off here, we take a look back at the season stats for these two teams. The Junior Jays pretty much outscore them through all of the stats here, averaging 64.8 a game and only 54.1 points against, as opposed to Bellevue East 53 points per game and 66 points against. 3-point percentage for both teams is a little low, but so I don't know how many threes we're going to see. Maybe a lot of interior work with Ternell Parker.
Yeah, Bellevue East has had a tough year. They're 8-14 record, but they're on a 2-game win streak. They've gotten some good wins recently. So we'll see which version that comes out, the one from early in the season, back before Christmas break, or the one that came out the last week or two.
That's another big here. Bellevue East has a lot of momentum coming into this game. And especially with only one team from this district going to make it to state, it's going to be a lot of high-stakes games as we look at the starting 5 for the Junior Jays. We have number 2, Connor Peters, number 12, Max Jungers, number 4, Cooper Knight, and number 32, Trinell Parker, as well as 24, Sam Bonet. A lot of height on this starting 5. 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and Trinell is the only senior.
I think Bellevue East has the height to match it, though. They got 6'3" Chris Brown, 6'2" Carson Taylor, 6'5" Joshua Jones. They got Isaac Gore down in the paint. So they definitely have the size to match the Junior Jays. If they can hit some threes, I'm sure they'll have a shot in this game.
Now here comes the Junior Jays. It's going to be Jungers driving in, putting up a layup to start us off, and it is good. Junior Jays strike first.
That's a side of Max Jungers we haven't seen much this year, him going off the bounce. Usually he's relying on his catch and shoot and getting the ball delivered to him in the post. This time we see him drive in on his own to start the game.
Bellevue East with some ball movement. That's Taylor from the corner, no good. Rebound, Joshua Jones. Long 3, no good. That was Chris Brown. Now here comes Creighton Prep. Cooper Knight going up the floor. Over to Connor Peters. Back to Trinell. Trinell with some interior work, gets it up, no good. In and out. Here comes Amagandi. And it's going to be a botched pass. Now here's Bonet over to Peters with a layup, and it's blocked off the glass. Going to get called for goaltending.
Looks like Amagandi couldn't choose whether to pass or keep going. Bit of indecision caused him to just throw it at the ground.
Amagandi, the 5'8" freshman, starting on varsity for Bellevue East. Now here's Gore. Now it's Brown dribbling in. Kick out, Amagandi for 3, no good. Rebound, Max Jungers. Now here comes Jungers up the floor. Kick out, Bonet for 3, in and out. Brown, guarded by Knight. Over to Taylor. Brown gets it over to Gore. Gore trying to work in the paint. Up and under, layup, no good. Cooper Knight dribbles in. He's going to put up a layup in his own, no good.
That was great defense from Isaac Gore, just staying straight up, not committing a foul on Cooper Knight.
A lot of great interior defense so far in this game. Taylor tries to get it to Amagandi. It's going to be broken up. Now here comes Jungers. Jungers a pass to Bonet, and Bonet's going to lay it up. 6-0 run to start the game for the Junior Jays.
That's been fueled by these Bellevue East turnovers. That's 2 turnovers the Junior Jays have turned into 4 points already.
Bellevue East struggling with turnovers so far in this season. Now it's Gore. In the paint, guarded by Parker. And he's going to get it up and good.
That's where Gore's at his best, in the paint. He shoots 64% from the floor, and almost all those shots come from the paint. So he has his hands full with Parker, but he's kind of their bread and butter down there.
Peters with a deep 3, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Bonet. Bonet's going to get it right back in the corner for a 3 of his own, and he's got it. Like a few players on Bellevue didn't realize that they didn't have possession. They were all the way down the other side of the court. Now here's Brown. Brown's going to put up a shot. No good. Jungers, big pass up to Bonet. Bonet looking for Parker. Parker's going to make a move, and he's going to lay it up.
This fast break for the Junior Jays has been killer so far. They've only They've scored eight of their points in the first few seconds of possession. The only exception being that Sam Bonet 3 just a few seconds ago.
And a lot of that have been intercepted passes or just rebounds by the Junior Jays. It's going to be Jones for 3, and he's got it. And it's going to be a timeout. It's a timeout called by Bellevue East. Right after that made 3.
That's a big shot from Bellevue East, preventing the Junior Jays not only from being able to start another fast break, but from making a double-digit game. They really struggled from deep to start the game. The Junior Jays have been letting them shoot. That's a weakness Bellevue East has had this year. They've struggled from deep, so to get over a team like Creighton Prep, they're going to need to hit some threes today.
And they're not afraid to shoot the 3. We've had a few shot already, and obviously
yeah, they've had a lot of good opportunities in the corner this game, catching the Junior Jays rotating a little late. And the corner 3 is generally the 3 that goes in the most, so I'm sure that even if they're not the greatest three-point shooting team, those are shots they'd love to take. And something Coach Lukey probably wants to limit.
Absolutely. Now here come the Junior Jays. It's going to be Bellevue East to press. A couple new faces in for Bell East is number 23, Tajon Morton Swift, and number 20, Kevin Matthews. It's going to be Cooper Knight. He's going to lay it in. Or excuse me, float it in. Here comes Gore taking up the court. Get a pass over to Brown. That's Morton Swift. Jones gets stuck over to Morton Swift. Back down to Gore. Guarded by Parker. Parker's going to block a shot. It's going to be a rebound by Bonet, and he's going to draw a foul.
That's great defense from Parker and a lot of trust from his coach, being able to guard a player like Isaac Gore one-on-one.
In for Creighton Prep is Sheldon Galladay. He's going to check in here for Sam Bonet. Sheldon Galladay, ever since the Bryant game, seeing the court a lot more.
And he's had good minutes when he's seen the court. He's getting a lot of rebounds, shooting 56% from the floor. So he hasn't played much, but he's been really efficient when he does.
Hustle player. Gets back on defense, gets rebounds when they need him. And it's going to be Gore. And there's a foul. That's going to be on Sheldon Galladay.
A little late going for the offensive rebound. Those are the fouls you want to avoid.
Here comes Brown. Over to Gore. Gore looked to pass, but couldn't. Tries to get it up to Taylor. It's going to be intercepted here by Parker. Parker over to Galladay. Now it's Jungers setting up the offense. Big pass over to Tubrick. Tubrick all the way over to Cooper Knight. Knight dribbles in. He's going to put it up, and it's blocked off the glass by Brown. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession will belong to the Junior Jays. Or, excuse me, Bellevue East.
That's a great defensive recovery from Brown.
Out comes Tubrick. In for him is Connor Peters. Now here comes Morton Swift. Over to Brown. Now it's Gore. Back to Brown. Brown picked up his dribble. Taylor. Here comes Matthews with a bad pass, and now it's going to be Cooper Knight. He's going to lay it up. There it is again, those fast breaks.
And it's been a hot start for Cooper Knight. We've seen him hit the paint a lot today. He already has 2 buckets.
Gore lost the ball but got it back. He's going to try to put something up. No good. And he's going to be fouled. That time by Connor Peters.
Coach Lukey's not happy with that one. Probably thinks Trinell had it down in the paint. Connor Peters wanted to sneak a steal in, try and take it the other way, but just got a bit of his arm.
Matthews. Over to Brown in the corner. He's going to put one up. No good. And he's going to put up another layup, and that one's good. It's going to be Junior Jays by 8. Peters with a deep 3, no good. And that is Morton Swift fouled by Shelton Galladay on the rebound. And he's going to check out. In comes Sam Bonet.
Yeah, he's going to see the bench after 2 quick fouls going for offensive rebounds. You can appreciate the hustle, but sometimes you just got to sit back a little. Can't get those early fouls.
Matthews over to Morton Swift. Now it's Taylor. Over to Morton Swift. Kick out. Here's Matthews. Matthews trying to dribble in, gets stuck. Taylor now puts up a layup. No good. Rebound, Max Jungers. Jungers getting double teamed. Gets it over to Cooper Knight. Cooper Knight, big pass over to Connor Peters. Back to Jungers for 3. Good. Knocks it down from the wing. Brown. Back to Morton Swift. And it's going to be intercepted once again. Knight's going to put up a layup. Good. Turnovers continue to eat up this Bellevue East offense. That's 42, Tanner Miller. Brown with a fadeaway 3, no good. 20-7 is going to be your score at the end of the first quarter. The Junior Jays with some solid defense, a lot of fast breaks off botched passes from Bellevue East. Getting it back, laying it in.
I think Cooper Knight was really the X factor of the quarter. He had 6 points, a rebound, an assist, 2 steals. He was really doing it all. Even if he missed a few shots, he was facilitating this Creighton Prep offense to a 20-point quarter and hustling on the defensive end.
Absolutely. Second quarter coming up next here on CPSN. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to second quarter of play. Junior Jays lead, and that lead will be extended by Sam Bonet. It is now 16. Bellevue East passing around, some good defense here by Junior Jays. Down to Gore. Gore to Taylor with a floater, and it rattles in. Junior Jays quick down the floor. Jungers makes a move, gets it over to Parker. Peters back to Parker. And Parker is going to be called for travel. In will come Ayul Deng. He's checking in for Max Jungers.
Yeah, he played early in the season, missed a lot of time in the middle, but it's good to see him back, getting some more minutes. He's been productive when he's on the floor, even in that limited time.
Said played a lot beginning of the season and was a very good role player here for the Jays. Amagandi gets it down to Taylor, over to Gore. And Gore's going to lay it up.
Yeah, it looks like Parker bid on that pass. Gore's going to have his easiest layup of the day thus far.
Cuts the lead to 12. Dang. Now it's Bonet. Knight dribbling around over to Peters. Parker looking for something. Still has his dribble. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by number 24, Joshua Jones.
Yeah, that was a great double, making sure no help came over either.
We've seen a lot of – that's been a strategy for a lot of teams against the Junior Jays is doubling Trinell Parker whenever he's doing well in the paint.
Absolutely. That's something a lot of teams have done, and to varying levels of success. Some teams have really been able to halt the Junior Jays by doubling Parker in contact. So we'll see how Coach Lukey adjusts not only over this district tournament, but hopefully over the state tournament with Parker getting doubled.
It's going to be Cooper Knight with a quick floater. A lot of back and forth here at the start of this second quarter. It's going to be Gore in the paint, and he's going to be called, or a foul's going to be called on Sam Bonet, excuse me. Is not a shooting foul.
That's a great offensive set, pulling Parker away from Gore. Just able to dump it off to him in the paint. He would have had an easy layup if not for the foul.
It's going to be Brown. Tries to get it over to Taylor, but it's going to be good defense there by Knight, and they're going to get a steal of their own. Taylor's going to put up a quick floater. It's going to bounce off the backboard and then the rim, and it's going to go in. And here's Jungers. Over to Deng. Deng wide open for three. No good. He's going to get his own rebound. Make a move, dribble in, put up a quick floater. That one is good. Bounced on the rim a couple times. Now here's Gore. Over to Jones. Gets it over to Brown. Brown looks to shoot a three. Gets it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to put up a floater. No good. Now here comes Jungers. Over to Parker in the paint. Guarded by Gore one-on-one. He's going to put something up. Gets blocked. It's going to be Amagandi on the rebound.
That's great defense on Gore. Not only going up with Parker, but forcing him toward the baseline, preventing him from getting a good angle on the shot.
Amagandi's the freshman. Gets it down to Gore, guarded by Parker. Gore's going to get a layup up and down. Gore having a great second quarter so far. And a foul is going to be called on Bellevue East, Aiden Amagandi.
Yeah, Amagandi got switched on the Parker and decided to hug him. Didn't want to risk getting posted up by the big man.
And he's going to be subbed out, as well as Taylor. In comes Tanner Miller, Tajon Morton Swift, and Kevin Matthews here for Bellevue East.
And the Chieftains are giving Gore a break once Parker comes out.
Jungers with a pump fake. He's going to put up a layup, and it's good. Here comes Morton Swift. Over to Brown. Now Matthew with a flashy pass intended for Jones. It's going to be broken up, though. 3-on-3 quick down the court. Connor Peters with a corner three. No good. Rebound, Chris Brown. Brown over to Jones. Brown's going to start his steps early. Floated in. Good.
That's a smart idea. Avoiding the charge. Bonet was getting set up down there. Just go for the floater instead of drawing an offensive foul.
And Bellevue East is going to call their second timeout. Four minutes left here in the second quarter. The Chieftains done a very good job in this second quarter, scoring more points. They're getting down. They're playing good defense, especially on Trinell Parker by Isaac Gore. A lot of blocks, and he's doing well offensively against him as well with a few layups, physical layups as well.
Yeah, it's tough to find many guys who can keep up with Trinell's physicality and South break. It's forced a lot of turnovers. So Bellevue East is really going to have to limit those, not only to prevent the Junior Jays from scoring, but to get as many opportunities as they can.
And I think a lot of those come from the big passes early on in the possession, you know, when they're still taking it up and they get pressed, don't really know what to do. Now it's going to be Peters. Now it's Jungers on the wing. Jungers dribbles in, gets stuck. Gets it out to Peters. Now it's Deng. Deng from the wing. His three is no good. Rebound there, Bellevue East. And here comes Morton Swift. Morton Swift puts up a floater. Good. Right over Ayul Deng. Stood straight up. Cooper Knight over to Deng. Ayul to Connor Peters in the corner. He's going to put up a shot. No good. Now here's Chris Brown. Out Kevin Matthews. Now it's Jones. Back to Matthews. Jones in the corner. Jones is going to put up a three. Jones is going to miss. Here's Jungers. Guarded by Miller. Dribbling around. Gets it up to Cooper Knight. Jungers shot fakes. It's going to be Cooper Knight for three. He's got it. Cooper Knight, very consistent player here for the Junior Jays. Consistently scores points and does well here for the Junior Jays.
Yeah, he hasn't shot great from deep this year, only 24%. So if he can get going from deep in these final few games of the season, perhaps going to be a real force to be reckoned with.
It's going to be Deng over to Peters in the corner. He's going to make his first of the night.
That's a big make. He's 1 for 5 on the day. You usually don't see him miss too many three-pointers. He's one of the best in the state.
It's Deng on the steal. Deng has an open lane, and he's going to lay it up.
Just like that, it's a quick 8-0 run for the Junior Jays. These turnovers are really hurting the Chieftains. I think they got to slow it down a little. Even with this deficit, you can't be baited into running a super fast-paced game plan.
Matthews, now it's going to be Brown for three. No good. Rebound, Max Jungers in the paint. He's going to push it down the floor. Cooper Knight for three. Good. Cooper Knight is hot. And a timeout is going to be called again by Bellevue East.
Yeah, Cooper Knight already has 14 points along with 2 assists and 3 steals. He's having a career half in this first half.
Junior Jays putting up 40 for the end of the first half. A lot of timeouts called by the Chieftains here.
Yeah, and this is a really good performance to see from Creighton Prep. The last game against Burke, they dominated, but before that, they had struggled a little bit. They had a first-half deficit against Bryan, who recently lost in districts. They had a loss against Lincoln Southwest. So it's good to see the Junior Jays, even if they're not playing top-ranked opponents, getting really quality wins.
Absolutely, and if I'm Bellevue East, like you said, slow it down with the deficit.
Yeah, you can't be intimidated by the 21-point deficit and think, I suddenly got to go down and shoot a three every possession. You got to be more methodical with these big kind of comebacks. You don't think maybe in the next 2 or 3 minutes I want to win by 2 or 3 points, and eventually you'll claw your way back. You can't go for it all at once.
In for the Chieftains, back is Isaac Gore and number 32, Carson Taylor. Carson Taylor, also a freshman here starting. It's going to be the Chieftains. Now it's Amagandi. Over to Morton Swift. Back to Taylor. Morton Swift. Amagandi gets it down to Gore. It's going to be knocked away. Here comes Kyle Tubrick. Deng for a corner three. Good. And one. Wow.
This has been a shooting clinic by the Junior Jays this second quarter. They started a bit cold, but knocked down 4 straight threes in these last few possessions.
Ayul Deng. Chance at a 4-point play. No good. Rebound. Tips away. Kyle Tubrick comes down with it. Kyle Tubrick puts up a floater, and it falls. And off the inbound, Nearly knocked away by Max Jungers, but he's going to trip out of bounds. Junior Jays playing hard defense, pressing Amagandi. Now it's Taylor. Taylor gets up to Gore. Gore down to Morton Swift, who's going to try to get one more over to Brown, but it's going to slip through his hands.
We'll see what the Junior Jays opt to do here. Half a second between shot and game clock. It wouldn't surprise me if they just treated it like their final possession of the half.
And Cooper Knight. Kyle Tubrick. Passing it around, not looking to get in. Now here's Parker. Tries to get it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up again. And it's going to be Brown with a defensive rebound. Brown gets it in. Looked to take a shot, but it's blocked by Trinell Parker. And with just 2 seconds left, Cooper Knight's going to take a three, no good. And your score at the half, Creighton Prep 45, Bellevue East 19. We saw it there again. The Chieftains struggled getting those early passes. Some turnovers led to quick points for the Junior Jays.
Yeah, it's awesome to see the Junior Jays score 45 points, even with Trinell Parker struggling on the offensive end. They've relied on him a lot this year because he's one of the best bigs in the state. Today he only has 2 points, yet the Junior Jays still have 45, largely in part to one of their best shooting halves of the season.
Gore is doing a very good job containing Parker, and the rest of the team has picked up the slack. Some quick threes from Cooper Knight as well as some steals. Ayul Deng with a three as well.
Yeah, they're shooting the Jays are shooting 50% from deep. And Cooper Knight's led this team, 14 points, few assists, few steals. Ayul Deng is knocking down threes. Connor Peters knocking down threes, so they're getting an effort from everyone who's hit the floor.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap it up here for the first half here at CPSN. Don't go anywhere. More basketball coming up next. Welcome back to the Higher Center for second half of play. The Creighton Prep Junior Jays lead the Bellevue East Chieftains 45-19. Bellevue East is going to start off with the ball. And here comes Brown. Bellevue East struggle with turnovers in the first half. In the first half.
Yeah, there's been a constant theme from all year. 17 a game.
And it's going to be Gore to start it off. Contested layup and one. I believe only the second time anyone's gone to the line here in this game. Not a lot of fouls, or at least shooting fouls.
It's been a relatively clean game both ways. Not a lot of shooting fouls. There have been a few fouls on rebounds, but it's been a quicker game because of that.
Gore's going to miss his free throw, and it's going to be Brown. Gore gets it right back in the paint. He's going to be blocked by Trinell Parker. Now here comes Cooper Knight over to Bonet. Bonet with the layup. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. Now here comes Brown. Brown's going to get stuck. Kick out Aiden Amagandi, and he's no good. Gets it back. Tries to put it up. And it's going to be out of bounds off the top of the backboard. We're going to say last.
Looks like they're going to deliberate over whether a Junior J got a piece of that or not.
And they're going to say that he did not. Now here comes Jungers. Over to Parker. Now it's Knight slowing things down. Big pass over to Bonet, open in the corner, and his three is good.
That's a great look from Knight. He was able to draw the extra guy and find Sam Bonet wide open in the corner.
And it's going to be, nearly another turnover. It's going to be Brown with a floater, no good. Cooper Knight gets stuck. It's going to be Parker for three, no good off the front. Taylor with a bad pass. Right in the hands of Bonet. Bonet's going to get it over to Knight, and he's going to be fouled. Foul is on the freshman Aiden Amagandi.
That's a good hustle play from Bonet. He's had a few of those steals up the court today, and this time he gets Cooper Knight to the line with it.
Cooper Knight's going to miss his first. And he's going to miss them both.
Yeah, this Junior J team is not great from the line, 70%. And not many elite shooters. Only Max Junger is shooting 90%. One of the best free throw shooters in the state.
Amagandi's got it in the paint. Tried to get it up in front of Trinell, but it was not going to let that happen.
Looked like Cooper Knight threw an alley-oop thinking Trinell Parker was on the other side.
Connor Peters looked a little confused after that pass.
Looks like just a misread from Knight.
And here comes Amagandi. The freshman getting double teamed. Gets it over to Gore. It's going to be Taylor from the corner. No good. Nearly banked it in, and it's going to be dunked in off the miss by Chris Brown. Connor Peters looked for an up and under. No good. And here comes Chris Brown. It's going to be Jones in the corner. 4-3. Good. Bellevue East with a quick 5 points.
And you can hear the Bellevue East crowd getting a bit louder, a bit of momentum for the Chieftains.
And Cooper Knight with a missed layup. It's going to be put back there by Trinell Parker. Timeout, Junior Jays. Coach Lukey called a timeout.
Yeah, probably a lot of things he didn't like on that quick 5-point stretch.
Found Jones.
Looks like he just wants to tie some loose ends with this break.
Jones was pretty open there in the corner.
Yeah, those are uncharacteristic mistakes of this Creighton Prep defense. They're one of the best in the state, especially at forcing turnovers. That's something they've excelled at all year. So You don't see many wide open threes allowed by this defense.
Junior Jays with a 24-point lead as the teams look to take the floor again. Brown, number 5, Ami Williams in for the first time today. And it's going to be another forced turnover by the Junior Jays. Cooper Knight over to Ayul Deng. Cooper Knight going to take a 3. No good. Rebound, Ayul Deng. Deng dribbling around. Gets it over to Bonet. Back to Knight. Gore guarding Parker. Bonet dribbling in. Tries to put one up. Gets blocked by Chris Brown. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession is going to stay with the Junior Jays.
Chris Brown's had a really nice start to this half. He already has a few buckets. Even though they didn't make that 3 in the corner, he got that wide open look and now a block on Sam Bonet.
That was a great defensive sequence there by the Chieftains. A lot of shots put up by Creighton Prep. And it's going to be a foul called on Trinell Parker's shot.
Yeah, he got Isaac Gore in the air there. Gore came down on them. That's going to be an easy foul call for the referees.
Missing his first.
Junior Jays are 0 for 5 from the line today. This is something we'll have to make that 0 for 6. Something we'll have to work on in between now and the district final on Monday, if they can pull this one through.
Here's Taylor. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Junior Jays. Here's Jones. Over to Brown. Williams now. Swing over to Jones. Knocked out of bounds once again by Sam Bonet. 13 on the shot clock. Brown on the wing. Going to take a 3. It looked like it was tipped there by Ayul Deng. And now it's Bonet. Down to Parker, guarded by Gore. Parker gets one up. Good. Physical shot there. Some good defense by Gore, but Parker's able to get it. And it's going to be another turnover. Jungers. Cooper Knight from the corner. No good. Rebound Gore. And it's going to be taken away by Parker. Parker gets a layup, no good. Dang. Look to get another offensive rebound, but stepped out on the baseline. In for Bellevue East is going to be Tajon Morton Swift and Kevin Matthews for, Joshua Jones and Carson Taylor. Matthews over to Morton Swift. Now it's Williams. Back down to Gore. Brown's going to take a 3, and he's got it.
That's a great play from Gore. Not trying to go to the hoop when he has 2 on him, instead just dishing it to wide open Chris Brown.
Chris Brown was able to knock down that 3. Maybe trying to get some momentum going from behind the arc here. Junger is going to drive in, put up a layup, and it's good. Guess that was more of a floater. It's going to be Brown again in the corner. Kick out, Williams. Puts up a layup. It's going to bounce on the rim a couple times and fall. Bonet. Jungers with another layup off the glass, and it's good.
That's a smart play from Jungers. The defender was set up in the paint. If he kept going, he was going to get a charge called on him.
Morton Swift puts one up. It's going to be fouled. And he's going to miss his first one. Some substitutions for the Junior Jays. In comes Sheldon Galladay, Connor Peters, and Kyle Tubrick for Trinell Parker, Ayul Deng, and Sam Bonet. Gore will come out again as well. In for him is Joshua Jones. Morton Swift's going to make his second. Cuts the lead now. 14. And Cooper Knight's shot is going to be blocked but fouled, this time by Kevin Matthews.
Yeah, they said he got all ball up top, but he got a little too much body down low.
Cooper Knight missed his earlier. Starts this one off well, makes his first.
First free throw made for the Junior Jays today. They're now 1 for 7 from the line. 1 for 6, excuse me.
And it's going to be Jungers on the rebound. Kicks it out. Kyle Tubrick. Now here's Peters. Try to get over to Jungers, but it's going to be a foul. Galladay to inbound. Jones on Jungers. Jungers is stuck. Peters with a three. No good. Rebound, Sheldon Galladay. Kick out to Max Jungers. Jungers tried to get a shot up, but it's going to be a foul before he can. In for the Junior Jays is freshman Ivan Bamazi.
That foul's going to put Creighton Prep in the bonus. Max Jungers, 90% shooter, is going to get a chance to add 2 more points.
Max Jungers is going to knock down his first free throw. Here comes Williams. Over to Jones. Jones messed up the pass there. Couldn't grab it because he already had dribbled. Sheldon Galladay with a layup in transition. Looked like he changed his mind about 3 times in the air what he was going to do. Managed to get it in. Williams. It's going to be Kevin Matthews for 3. No good. And it's going to be called out of bounds.
That looks like it hit part of the stanchion above the hoop.
Cooper Knight. Just a minute left in this third quarter. Jungers gets the ball taken away by Morton Swift. And here comes Williams. Williams puts it up, no good. Rebound Tubrick. Tubrick over to Ivan. And he's going to put it up and be fouled on his way up. Ivan Bamaze.
Bamaze is going to get a chance for some of his first points of the year. He's only had 1 field goal this season. These will be his first free throw attempts of the season as well.
Freshman plays a lot on JV. First shot is up and good.
It's good to see him getting some experience. He's the lone freshman on the varsity roster. So while he might not get a ton this year, looks like in the upcoming years, he could be a leader of this Junior Jays team.
Second one is no good. Rebound by Sheldon Galladay. Now here comes Knight. Looks to lay it up, and he does. Junior Jays lead by 32 here as the third quarter winds down. And a layup by Kevin Matthews is blocked. Ivan Bamaze with a layup in transition. Wow, Chris Brown with a quick three to end the quarter. Got it to go. Your scores leading into the final quarter of play. Creighton Prep 66, Bellevue East 35. Don't go anywhere. Final quarter coming up next.
Hype for the Boomazeze.
We welcome you back to the Hyder Center into the fourth quarter of play. Junior Jays 66, Bellevue East 35. And it's going to be Bellevue East to start us off. And another takeaway there by the Junior Jays, Max Jungers now. Sheldon Galladay got fouled quick by Joshua Jones. Tubrick to inbound. Now here's Cooper Knight. Jungers with a deep three, no good. Rebound Galladay, he's gonna throw it in. Jungers. Now it's Tubrick. Gore with a takeaway. Now it's Amagandi. Over to Jones. Now it's Brown, back to Jones in the paint. Brown with a pump fake. Jones wide open in the corner. High arcing shot, no good. Rebound by Cooper Knight. He's going to get past one and lay it up. He missed it.
It's an uncharacteristic miss from Knight. He's usually elite in the paint, even with his struggles from deep.
Absolutely. Especially on those fast breaks. He's had a lot of those. Galladay. Now it's Jungers. Jungers with some footwork. No good. Now here comes Brown. Racing down the court. And a foul called there on the Junior Jays. Some substitutions for both teams. In comes Tate Mueller and Guat. And in for Bellevue East, it's going to be Amai Williams again. Brown to inbound. Taylor. Brown behind Gore. Going to take a dribble in and out. Bamaze, now here comes Mueller. Tate Mueller, one of 2 seniors on the team, the other, of course, being Trinell Parker. Now it's Galladay.
Yeah, the Junior Jays are a junior-loaded team.
Galladay's going to make a move there in the paint.
You see many teams with mostly seniors. The Junior Jays are mostly juniors, so they'll be retaining most of their roster for next year.
Now here comes Mueller. Over to Guat. Guat makes the move. Gets it up and in pretty easily. Junior Jays by 35. Jones going to take a shot right in front of Tubrick. No good. Rebound, Tate Mueller. Sheldon Galladay going to be left open for 3. Got it!
It's his first 3-point shot of the year. He hasn't even attempted one. Guess you could say he's 100% from deep this year now.
100% from behind the arc, Sheldon Galladay. Brown tried to make a move there in the paint. Now here comes Mueller. Over to Galladay from 3 again. Still 100%, 2 for 2 on the day.
2 threes in the last 20 seconds after not a single one all year.
And here's Williams. Gets it over to Brown. Back to Williams. Now here's Gore working on Guat. Gets it up and in. He's got a little weight on Guat.
Yeah, Guat has some height, longer arms, but Gore's going to have weight on him, so it's going to be fun to see that matchup in the paint for the final 4 minutes.
And Tubrick's going to be fouled driving into the basket. And a lot of substitutions here for both teams. In for the Junior Jays is Luke Squarsha and Arnie Nash. And in for Bellevue East, Aiden Amagandi, as well as Tanner Miller, Adrian Davis. That's number 14, Dylan King. And to finish it off, number 12, Cole Conover. Quick bucket there for the Junior Jays. Now here comes Amagandi. That's Miller. Miller's going to take a 3, no good. Rebound, Arnie Nash. Now here comes Mueller. Mueller with a long pass intended for Guat. And it's going to be tipped. They're going to call it off on Guat. Dylan King.
Yeah, I think they said it hit Taylor's hands and then just slipped off of Guat's.
Now, since the Junior Jays lead by 40, it's going to be a running clock for the rest of the game, and Tate Mueller's going to get a fast break. Going to miss the layup. And ball's going to fall out of bounds. Last touch by Bamaze. Inbounding here is Adrian Davis. Davis gets it way up. That one intended for Dylan King. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Again off Tate Mueller. Now here comes Amagandi. Over to King. King trying to make something happen. Now here's Miller. Miller working on Guat. No good. Off the layup. Now here comes Luke Squarsha. Over to Arnie Nash. Arnie Nash going to put up a layup, and that one's good. Running clock. Amagandi looking for something. Gets it over to Davis. Now it's Miller. Miller tried to get a pass over to Davis. That one's going to be no good. In for the Junior Jays is Jonah Roth. Now it's going to be Mueller. Mueller gets it up. Quick contested layup as we will fall into the final minute of the game. Here's Conover. Guarded by Roth. Amagandi. Going to be tripped up there in the paint. Going to keep his pivot foot. Shot up, no good. Out of bounds, last touch by the Junior Jays.
It's a big win for the Junior Jays. Keeps their season alive. With a loss here, they probably wouldn't have had much of a chance of making a state bid. With it, just attending the championship gives them at least a shot, even if they lose.
Arnie going to stay inbounds on that, and it's going to be turnover for the Junior Jays. Creighton Prep will face the winner of Bell West, Millard West in the district championship. And that is how it will end. Creighton Prep 82, Bellevue East 37 is your final score for tonight. Turnovers were the key factor in this game. Bellevue East had a lot of them, and the Junior Jays were able to convert on pretty much every single one of them.
Yeah, turnovers and transition. The Junior Jays controlled the pace of play, forced turnovers, got a lot of easy layups in transition, and they knocked down a lot of three-pointers, especially in that second quarter.
They had a lot of guys score as well. Once they shut one guy down, they had two others who were able to step up and score a lot.
Now they'll be waiting tonight to see who wins that Bellevue West Miller West game. That's at Bellevue West this evening.
Big game. I think Bellevue West, Millard West could go either way.
Absolutely. Bellevue West comes in with a better record, but Creighton Prep's played both those teams, beat them both, but both really close games. Came down to the final seconds.
I think we're in for a really good semifinal game, and either the outcome of a very good district final game. And like you said at the beginning of the broadcast, the winner goes to state and the losers go home. So it's going to be all or nothing.
Couldn't have said it better.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Chris Hillebrand alongside Hank McGill. Special thanks to Colton Alder, Mike Knockenauer, and King Maxwell as well on the production team. Matt Razgershek, the supervisor. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in once again, and good night.